There is home. I used the blue tarp so I could just have a little extra measure of protection from the water dripping in, and I made a little porch. So it's with that generator, it's pretty comfortable. Right next, a little bit off the road, there's the Denali Highway right there. Spectacular scenery. I can even glass from my front porch if I can see through the fog. That is Rock Creek behind my camp spot, and it is flowing fast and furious. It's been raining for over 24 hours straight without let up. That is probably going to be impassable, I would think, maybe over by the Glacier Gap, where the Glacier Gap Trail crosses it. We'll check that out later, but very wet. This is a creek going through an otherwise low area in the tundra. I couldn't get across the main juncture because of too deep. There's the path back there. I couldn't take it. I had to go across the tundra, and it's really, really rugged. The tussocks are a bitch. If I could get up to that hill, I might be able to glass some, but if I go too much further back, it'll be really tough to get something out of here. So we'll see what happens. I might have to just go back and wait, or try the four-wheeler. I made it to the top of the hill, and indeed, see for miles up here. I glassed it. I saw no caribou. I'll give it a few minutes and glass it again. Lots of distance out there. There's the 2-track that is a big pond now, about 3 feet of water. Goes up the other side. I could not take that, so I had to hike way up this wash, across that tundra, drop back down into that gully, cross that water, work our 4-track. I found the 4-track back over there, and I went up and it switched back and took me all the way up to that. I cut bushwhacked up to that point and then looked at a couple more points after that, but no boo for you, not today. Surprise, surprise, look what finally came out. It's 7 o'clock at night. Everything is still dripping wet, but it looks like we might have a break. Some blue sky to the west. Things are lighting up, colorful and pretty right now. There's actual little dusting of snow on the tops of these peaks. Winter will not be far away. There's a lot of dusting on this one. That's a landmark gap right there. I might check that out tomorrow on the 4-wheeler. After spotting that moose and tracking it for a while, losing it in the bush this morning, I thought, well, there are moose in the area, go find some moose habitat. So I'm a couple of miles off the road in some sparse forest, looking for moose, doing my moose calls. Beautiful out here. That's Landmark Gap right there. It's not raining. Well, I finished up my last morning of hunting on the 4th. I gave it 4 days. I'd like to come back when the caribou are here. A little early, the guys said. About another week. Maybe I'll be back. Getting a little slick out here. We're coming up to Eureka Summit. And it's snowing. Well, we're on the Denali Highway, which is a wreck. It is a mess. I've only gone about 15 miles in about an hour. It is nothing but potholes. And now I'm seeing these no hunting signs posted, private property. And it's not marked on the map. I'm wondering how much further I'm going to see this. This is really bad going, really rough going. Rainy morning, Brushkana Creek. Blueberries. Good. Oh, real good. Wow, the Talkeetna's got a substantial fresh dusting of snow last night. Cold morning. Looking for moose. Saw a couple caribou move through right here. They were hopping and moving quickly through the bush. So I stopped and took my rifle and walked up ahead, but no luck finding them. That's pretty thick in there. But at least I saw 2 caribou. They look like females, cows. We'll give it a couple minutes and see if anything else is going to come through. I could get a pretty good shot in there if anything else is coming. That's the Alaska Range. A little bit of remaining sunlight, although it is really windy and really cold, and looks like the precipitation is moving in from the west, and it's snow coming our way. It's a cold morning on the Denali Highway. Last night, any part of my face that was exposed to air to breathe, it hurt. This is called Broad Pass on the Parks Highway. Great day to view the high one. That's Denali.